USA, 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 USA. Welcome back to Royally Quacked, where, of course, I'm royal and he's quacked.
Quacked. I'm
All right.
quacked up.
So exciting Olympics this year. Some crazy games went on.
Yeah.
I do
Couple
miss.
nail biters.
Yes. I'm sure we're going to go over all that, but we definitely want USA to take the gold.
Yes. That is for sure. We're halfway there. The women's already did their job, but that's already. We'll talk about more about that later.
Yeah, they were the best hockey team in the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
by
far.
a landslide.
Yeah,
and it was nice. With this is going to be the last Olympics for Hillary Knight, and to have her go out, and she's a record breaker. Has been for many years now. So it's been, like I said, an incredible Olympics for definitely women's hockey. So
Kevin already in the chat saying, "Happy Saturday, fellas. We getting up early tomorrow for the Olympic gold medal game." Oh yes, I'm getting up early. And I'll take a nap right after.
I can't even watch the whole game because I have responsibilities at church. We usually get up at 6. It starts at 5, right? 5 a.m.
5:10.
5:10. I might get up at 5:10 and suffer for the rest of the day.
I'll definitely be taking a nap.
Well, I do that anyways.
I can't usually take naps, but I will definitely try to take a nap tomorrow for that.
Well, you can't take naps. You guys are always taking a nap.
Like I can and I can't. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah. Like if I have to be like super tired to be able to take a nap.
I never used to be able to take a nap, and it's become a lot easier as I've gotten older.
But all right, you ready to get into team news?
Absolutely.
I'll go first since mine's a little quicker. Okay. Oh, here's Kevin. I can't take a planned nap, but I actually take naps while watching TV on the couch all the time. See, that's the kind of naps I normally do. It's like if I'm comfortable on the couch and it's like a movie or something that we're watching or a TV show, then I'm just like my eyes are just closing. I just boom pass out. I'll pass out there. Yeah, those are the naps I like. Because like you don't try to take a nap, so it's just you just majestically fall asleep.
Yeah. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. So on to Ducks news. We got great news. Leo Carlsson and Frank Vatrano are skating in practice after their injuries. So that's good news. Leo skating, Vatrano skating. I'm more excited for one more than the other coming back. But maybe that's why Vatrano was, struggling because he was injured. So let's just hope that, the both of them come back healthy and better than they were before. So that's what we really hope.
Well, let's be honest. Vatrano has had a more prominent role in years past than he has this year. So it's not all his fault.
Yeah.
You got a lot of guys going off. Carlson's gone off. Terry is having one of his best seasons. And Seneca, the surprise. Great season.
Surprise, yeah.
And Cutter. So Vatrano isn't as important.
Yeah.
He is, but you know what I'm saying. Those guys are going to play over him. So, yeah. And that's one reason I think he's having a little bit of a down season. But I think he loves it there because that's why he signed that contract. He wanted to stay.
Yeah, 100%. And then on to injury news. We already knew the player was injured, but Peter Mrazek underwent hip surgery on Tuesday, and he will be out for the remainder of the season. So no more Peter Mrazek as a Duck, seems like. Let's see if I can see if they have the stats on here. No, I don't think they do. I gotta go go here, team, roster, see if it's even on my computer. A little fast. Well, while that's loading up, we got someone in YouTube, Michelle Enriquez, saying hi, hello, welcome to Royally Quacked. Let's see, do they have it? Here we go.
Hey, Michelle. Thanks for joining us.
So here is his Ducks stats. 10 games, 8 games started, 3 wins, 5 losses. He had 247 shots against, a 4.07 goals against average, an 858 save percentage. Oh, your birthday's coming. When's your birthday exactly? Well, happy early birthday. But yeah, so not the best of stats you want to see from, especially from a backup. So, but like I said, Husso's been a lot better. So it looks like Husso will be up with the Ducks the rest of the year. So I think all of us Ducks fans agree we wanted Husso up there more than Mrazek. I think we trusted Husso a lot more.
And I think that's a no-brainer right there.
Yeah. So yeah, so it looks like Mrazek's time with the Ducks is done. The good thing about that is now the Ducks will have more cap space. So now they can use Mrazek's $4.25 million to go get something else. Because he's done for the year, he won't play again. So they can clear him out with the new rules, saying he's not going to play with the Ducks again this year. And they can actually use the full 4.25.
Really? Even though it's mid-season?
What?
Even though it's
Yeah.
mid-season? So we can
because it's for playoffs too.
We can get all of Fiala's money back.
Okay, well, before we started, you said there's a possibility of Fiala coming back for playoffs, correct?
That's what there was a rumor that somebody said out in the internet world, which could be not credible. I have not seen a credible source do that.
So here, okay, so all right, so say Ducks are playing against the Kings in the Western Conference Finals somehow, and Fiala decides to come back. You could only use, I think, they said $3.8 million, because it's like the average cap hit of everyone. I believe that's what they said. But the only way you can get the full cap hit back is if you declare them out for the rest of the year. Like, they're not playing the rest of the year. If they have a chance to come back, then you can't use the full cap hit.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we've done that designation yet, and I'm not sure. I mean, is he even back yet? You know, because he was recuperating in the hospital along with the skier, Lindsey Vonn. She went through another surgery. So you know, we don't know until they come back and can be, you know, examined by our doctors and so forth about what's going to happen with Fiala. Because I'll be honest with you, if it's that severe, I'd rather not have him come back and get hurt again. Come back too early and then get hurt. So are we gonna now? Well, that's a little bit of Kings news right there. So we'll just run right into the Kings news. Now, there have been rumors that the Kings may be interested in Elias Pettersson. And that's an intriguing. He's 2 seasons away from that 100-point season he had. It doesn't seem
Um,
like there was the whole thing with JT Miller and him last year, and it just seems like he hasn't met his potential, and maybe, just maybe, new scenery might revitalize his career. I mean, just a rumor. I mean, Kings fans, what do you guys think? Uh, Let us know. There, I did hear this rumor also. Bobby McCann from Toronto. Uh, I mean, I know they're looking for a middle six, and he would. I think he's got like 19 goals right now for Toronto, so he could be a possibility too. And then just recently, Ken Holland reported targeting a middle six winger like Bobby McCann and potentially a top two center to boost the Kings offense. I mean, there are currently 30th out of 32 teams in the league. That's not really great. Um, and also, another thought would be that Jeff Skinner, I do believe, passed through waivers and signing him. I mean, he may not be the Jeff Skinner we all remember, but he probably scored more goals than half the guys on the Kings that presently play for them can. So, maybe he'd be a cheap option to help us out too.
yeah. Kevin put in the chat, I think the Kings have reached a point after the failed rebuild where we need to take a risk and a big swing. If we get EP40 to even 80% of his best, he'd be a huge upgrade over Byfield as the 1C.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah. By the way, for Pedersen, in 22-23, that's when he had his 102 point season. And then in 23-24, he had an 89 point season. And then 24-25, he had 64 points. And so far this year, in 49 games, he has 34 points.
Yeah,
But he's also on the the league's worst team,
right.
which already traded away their top defenseman. Now, the thing about with Pedersen, I'm not spending the farm to get him or even a little bit of the farm. I would give them like 5th or 6th round pick and maybe a prospect that we're probably never going to see in the NHL just to get him if we have to take the full cap hit.
Yeah.
And if we have to, if they're retaining, then okay, give them a little bit better of a prospect or a better draft pick. But I'm not spending the farm to get him,
Now
at
you could
least for
give
the
him,
Ducks side.
yeah, on the King side, we could give him a couple guys that aren't producing right now that maybe a change of scenery would help them.
Yeah.
Trevor Moore and Warren Fogle and a 3rd or 4th round pick.
Yeah.
They're going to probably want a number one. We'll have to see how that plays out. To be honest with you, I don't see it happening. Not that big of a contract, but then again, they're trying to get Kopitar a cup again. They're going to have to pour out.
Well,
If
they
want to do
started
that.
really well getting in Panarin, but then the Fiala injury really took a turn.
That did take a turn. That really hurt. But then again, every one of these guys, they want to represent their countries.
Yeah.
I mean, you just look at the Kachuk brothers. You look at how they go and they go play. They're playing their hearts out.
Yeah.
And all these guys are from all the different countries. So I mean, I know that we'll get into the Olympics later. There's been some great play by some of the players, and then some of the players haven't looked as good as we thought they would look. And some of the teams were disappointing, I thought.
Yeah.
So, well, let's go on to league news, Cody.
All right. I'll lead us off.
Okay.
Hurricanes sign Brandon Bussey to a 3-year, $5.7 million contract extension And he before the season, he was acquired on waivers from Florida in October, has seized control for Carolina. Like he's been fantastic for Carolina. Let's see. I'm gonna look him.
You know what really surprised me about him?
What?
You know, I mean, we have a Royally Quacked fantasy league.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody picked him up. And then I had injuries and I picked him up, and he's like maybe second best stats out of all my goaltenders.
Hmm.
And I go, wow. That was the great. I mean, when I looked, I go, oh, this guy's hurt. Who am I going to pick up? And I look up, and like the number one fantasy guy was this guy. And I'm going like, and he got 20 wins. He had more
Yeah.
wins than a couple of my guys. So I picked him up, and I'm going like, where did he come from? Because, obviously on waivers, and then now he's 5.7 million. Awesome.
Yeah, he's a 1.9 cap hit. And then on the last year, he has a modified no trade clause. And here's the stats for him so far: 27 games, 23 wins, 3 losses, one overtime loss, 59 goals against out of 630 shots, 571 saves, a 906 save percentage, and a 216 goals against average. So he said
Absolutely.
17 qualified starts is what they've said.
Like I said, is on my fantasy team.
And a 6.5 above 6.5 goals save expected.
Yeah, he's been incredible. And the Hurricanes are,
and he has an
especially
assist.
with all the moves they've made over the last few years, losing some really high quality players, and they just keep plugging along. And here they go. They get a guy on waivers, and now he's the number one.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any luck with that, but dang, I want some of that kind of luck coming to the Kings. This is a little bit old news. Team Canada has not ruled out Sidney Crosby for their Olympic semifinal after he suffered a lower body injury in the quarterfinals. He's considered day-to-day. He did not play in that game. But I'm gonna bet he's playing tomorrow. Gonna bet that he's gonna play.
I have a feeling too. So,
and it's hard to. I mean, Sid the Kid. Ooh, I know he's not a kid anymore, but what an ambassador for hockey.
Yes, he's been a great role model for sure.
And then him and Fleury and the little pranks they would play on each other when they were both. They still play pranks on each other, even though they weren't on the same team.
Yeah.
Those are classic. I mean, I just said, hockey needs to grow. We need more people like this that let people know there's a really fun side to hockey.
Yeah.
And they have fun and obviously love what they do, and it shows.
Yeah.
So.
Next up is Gavin McKenna sets a Penn State men's hockey program record. And he just did this last night, by the way, with 8 points in last night's 11-4 win over Ohio State. He had 1 goal, 5 primary assists, and 2 secondary assists, and 7 shots on goal. Wow.
So you think he's cementing himself as the first pick?
Well, I think he cemented it after the punch.
Well, at least they know he can fight.
Exactly. And then he's going to stand up for his team or family. So I think he cemented himself as the number one. I think it was depending on who got the number one pick, because I feel like if say Chicago got the number one pick, I mean, because they had that defenseman. It was Earhoff, I want to say is his last name. He was, he's playing in North Dakota, and he was supposed to be like he was fighting with McKenna for the number one spot, and Chicago doesn't have much on defense.
Oh, yeah. Well, we also saw the whole Shane Wright.
Yeah, exactly. Because I called you. You were like, "Oh, Montreal didn't take Shane Wright." Who, and I like, "Oh, who's is You said was it New Jersey? Was it New Jersey or who was next? The Arizona. Are they going to take him? I'm like, I don't think they're going to take. I think he's going to fall to 4 or 5. And sure enough, was it number second with Nemec, because the Devils didn't need centers, they needed defense,
right?
So because they already had Hughes, Heischer, and all that, and then and I already heard like Arizona wanted Cooley, or now Utah, like they had their hearts set on Cooley, and honestly, I think that's worked out for them for the better.
I think that was a great pick.
And then you I remember you texted me like, "Wow, you called it."
Yeah, well, and he did struggle. I think he's actually playing pretty good now.
I would say he's someone I consider a Ducks killer, because I feel like every time Seattle plays against Anaheim, he's always getting a goal or assist every time.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, and they're talking about moving him also eventually. So they're not sold, obviously totally sold out that he's going to be with them for a long time.
Yeah.
So let's go to the last part of league news. Canucks forward Philip Chytil is out in Chytil. How do you get? Oh, I guess the C is silent.
Yeah.
is out indefinitely after a facial fracture in practice. And Jonathan, oh my God, Lekkerimäki?
Yeah, Lekkerimäki
is undergoing season-ending shoulder surgery.
I have a hard time saying that word too.
Yeah, well,
I always want to say shoulder, like soldier.
Yeah. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a wood could chuck? Yeah, let's move on. All right. Well, I mean, there's no games to recap yet. Next week we will be recapping games. Do you want to predict the upcoming games and then go into Olympics?
You mean, for next week?
Yeah, we have games this next week.
Yeah, I know I had to fix one because you had
the wrong day.
Thursday, 2/29. It's not a leap year.
I wanted it to be a leap year.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
So welcome to the Kings on Artemi Panarin. We're going to play not just the Golden Knights, but we're going to play the Oilers back to back. I will. I haven't. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to predict this game. I think we're going to lose that game 4-3. I think we're going to actually get some goals because we got somebody who can shoot finally. And then playing the Oilers. God, we beat them the last time we played them too. You know what? I have better luck when I pick them losing. And I don't really care if I don't have a great record as long as the Kings actually win. I'm going to pick 3-2. I think we beat them like 2-1 the last time we played them. The Oilers.
Let's see. I can tell you right now. So you guys have only played once, and you won 4-3.
Oh, it was 4-3
in a shootout.
Wow. We won in a shootout?
Yeah, on January 10th.
Miracle. I'll still go with 3-2.
Okay.
And
And
I
then
see you already.
I just put mine in right now. On Wednesday, the Ducks will play the Oilers. So luckily for you, the Oilers were also on a back-to-back.
back.
So that's good news for you. And they have to travel. You're just staying there.
What are they going to do? Travel from? Is that a home game for you guys?
It's a home game for us.
They're not traveling anywhere.
Yeah, they are. They're from Orange County to LA. They got to deal with traffic. They may be annoyed. And they're like, oh my God, we're done. I don't want to
They're
play
probably
anymore.
going to stay halfway in between.
Yeah, probably. or just stay in LA, trek over to Anaheim, and then come back to LA.
Possibly. I don't know what they do, but let's go for it.
But I have the Ducks winning 4-3. The Ducks played the Oilers very well last time. Just the Ducks had that horrible 4-minute stretch in the second period where they gave up 4 goals in 4 minutes. And I think without that little 4 minutes, the Ducks were the better team. And we didn't even I don't think we even had Leo Carlsson for that one. Let me double check. I'm actually curious. I don't think we had Carlsson for that one. I think he was already ruled out. Yeah, we didn't have Carlsson for that. So, and I believe we didn't have Troy Terry either. And I don't know about Mason McTavish. I can't remember. But still, like we were missing a lot of our main players, and we shouldn't have lost that game. So I'm predicting a 4-3 win. And then on Friday, February 27th, I believe it is. Yeah, February 27th. I actually might be going to this game with a buddy of mine. I'm predicting a 4-2 win over the Winnipeg Jets. Oh, what's the promo? It's Educator Appreciation Night. What are they giving away, though? I'm just curious. I always like getting the promos. Parking is now included with your ticket. I love that, by the way. I don't know what they're giving away that game. Oh well, I'll find out later. Yeah, but I'm predicting a 4-2 win over the Jets. So, all right, ready to get into Olympic hockey?
Yeah, I'm just writing down our predictions.
All right, while you're doing that, I'll start talking about the. I'm gonna go over every game for the women's side, and then we'll talk about the men's side after.
Okay.
All right, so for the women's side, I'm gonna start from the very beginning for the women since we didn't go over it last week. The first game of the Olympic hockey was Sweden versus Germany on the women's side. Sweden won that one 4-1, and then Italy beat France 4-1. And then the United States played Czechia, and they won 5-1 in that one, and that was the first day of hockey. Little nugget here. Actually, no, I'll save it for later. We'll move on. On February 6th, on Friday, Japan beat France 3-2. And then Switzerland beat Czechia in a shootout 4-3. And then we'll move on to Saturday. Germany beat Japan 5-2. Sweden beat Italy 6-1. United States beat Finland 5-0. And Canada beat Switzerland 4-0. And then we'll move on to February 8th. Sweden beat France 4-0. Czechia beat Finland 2-0. Monday, February 9th. Italy beat Japan 3-2. Germany beat France 2-1 in overtime. 5-0 United States over Switzerland. And then Canada beat Czechia 5-1. And then Sweden beat Japan 4-0. Germany beat Italy 2-1. And then USA beat Canada 5-0 in pool play. Group play. And then Finland beat Switzerland 3-1. And then let's move on. And then Canada beat Finland 5-0. Let's see. I'll make sure I'm not mixing it up with the men's. Sweden beat Czechia 2-0 in the playoff quarterfinal. United States beat Italy 6-0 in the quarterfinal. Canada beat Germany 5-1 in the playoff quarterfinal. Switzerland beat Finland 1-0 in the quarterfinal. So that was all men's. Women's, United States beat Italy in the semifinal 5-0, and Canada barely squeaked one out over Switzerland 2-1. So now we have our gold final matchup of USA Canada. Let's see, where is it? And then the women's, Switzerland beat Sweden 2-1 in overtime to win the bronze. And then the game that was so much fun to watch, by the way. Canada scored first in this game, and that was the first goal that the United States gave up since the game against Czechia, and I believe that was their first game. So I think they had like almost 4 straight games of shutouts. But yeah, and then USA ties it up. Hillary Knight is your hero. I can't remember when they scored the goal. Does it say it on here?
It was like with a few minutes left.
At 57-56. She tied it up 1-0 off of a great tip. It was a between the legs tip shot. It was a great goal. And we tied it up.
No chance for the goalkeeper on those.
Yeah, no chance.
You know, we can yell at our goalkeepers, but when they're get tipped, it's hard. I mean, it's coming fast and hard, and all of a sudden they've got a beat on it, and that tip happens, and you lose it for a second, and by that time it's by you.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
yeah. It like I said, they pulled the goalie at 57-37, and then just scored just under 20 seconds later. Like I said, great play. Then we head into overtime, and then Megan Keller gets the puck, makes a great move to go into the middle and slides it. I believe it was 5-hole. I think it was. And she wins it in overtime for USA, and USA wins gold. I believe it was the first time since, I believe they said 2010. I want to say, I can't remember last time women's won gold. But yeah, anyways, Hillary Knight is your winner. I can tell you this: Erin Frankel is a beast in goal for United States. Yep. She kept United States in this game. Holy moly! Like, I was just shocked.
Well, you know, the funny thing on that game-winning goal in overtime, that was a breakaway, and it wasn't a forward.
It was a defenseman.
Yeah. Now,
it was also 3-on-3.
I know, but what the hell is the defenseman doing? It should be the forwards. They're usually faster, better skaters, but a defenseman, and she did make a great move and totally faked out the defender, and nice shot to win the game.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, and I tell you, it's between USA and Canada women's hockey. It's been a battle for years now.
Yeah.
And, you know, fortunately for the USA, I think it was one of the most dominating Olympic hockey for women ever. They scored, what,
33 goals and only gave up 2.
Two. The whole Olympics.
Yeah.
The men gave up 2 to Slovakia yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm just saying that it was a domination, you know.
Yes.
And losing Hillary Knight is going to be a big loss for them. She's such a leader for that team.
But USA is so young.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. That was what they have, some super awesome, very young talent. And maybe we can win a few more.
Yeah. No, like I said, they were great. They also had, was it Layla Edwards, the first African American on the team?
Yeah, she did. She was one of the leading scorers.
Yeah, I believe she had an assist on the Hillary Knight goal. And then I don't know if you knew this or not, but Jason Kelsey and his wife donated money to them so she can go to the game, the Olympics, and then also provided the family with like flights and accommodations and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
For Layla
awesome.
Edwards and her family to go to the Olympics. So Jason Kelsey and his wife, pretty much sponsored them and provided them money so they can go.
I got to tell you,
Which is why I like him better out of the Kelsey brothers.
oh God, I was just gonna say, I actually like, well, Jason is just rock solid.
Yes.
I mean, I know they do a podcast together, and it's very popular. Obviously, anything that pertains anything with Taylor Swift, and it just goes viral anyways. And I do believe that's how they got together, because he said something about her. I mean, Travis did. But I like Jason Kelsey. I mean, he just seems to be a class act. And,
Yeah.
all you super big sports stars, maybe some of you NBA stars, with all your flash and bling and all that stuff, maybe you could take a look at Jason Kelsey and people like him who are very popular.
Mom said I think both brothers contributed. Oh,
Well,
I heard it was Jason Kelsey and his wife. So, but okay, but you know what I took from your little thing there was, so if you're saying, if I say Taylor Swift 3 times in a row, is it like a Beetlejuice kind of thing, and all of a sudden our podcast would become popular?
it's worth a shot.
Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. Ah, crap! Nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, hey, reach out and see if she'll come on.
Yeah, right.
I bet you we'd go viral after that.
Yeah. That's even if the message even gets looked at.
I know, it's, she just seems to have a brand that it just explodes.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So I believe the last time we left off on the men's side, let's see. I think we talked about Finland whooping Italy 11-0. United States. This is the men's side. United States beat Denmark 6-3. And then we moved to Sunday on your birthday. Switzerland beat Czechia in overtime 4-3. Canada beat France 10-2. Denmark beat Latvia 4-2. And United States beat Germany 5-1. Funny thing about that game, it's probably one of the best chirps I've heard from a player. I don't know if you heard this or not, but you know who the 2 players on that team that probably don't like on each team that don't like each other?
well, Draisaitl
and someone that has a brother.
Kachuk.
Yeah. So Matthew, I guess they were like at the bench area, and Matthew Kachuk and Draisaitl was like right there too. And Matthew Kachuk goes over and chirps, or not goes over, but he just yells over to Leon saying, "Always a bridesmaid, Leon, never the bride."
Oh my God. You know what? The Kachuk brothers are sandpaper.
Yeah.
When it rubs against you, it bugs you. But I mean, they play a full kind of hockey. They don't just go out and play with their overall talent. They use psychology.
Yeah.
And they try to get under your skin, and they're so good at it.
Yes.
And their dad was a great Olympic hockey player.
Yeah.
Keith Kachuk. And I mean, I remember watching him play. He was I want to say that big years were with Philadelphia.
I thought it was St. Louis.
He might. Well, I think he played a few places.
I know he was in
I'd have to look it up.
I know he was in Arizona and St. Louis sure.
That was towards the end of his career, I think.
Yeah, but still. Now, I believe it was Jeff Merrick that said this, and I can see why. I mean, you look at the first two United States games. Was it they beat Latvia? Where is it? 5-1. But I mean, it wasn't a very pretty game to start. But then they beat where is it? Denmark 6-3. I mean, but the United States, I feel like they run on hate in a way, you know? And I feel like with Denmark and Latvia, there's no like bad blood between the USA and those countries. But USA and Germany, there's past there. And I think that's what really, and I think with Kachuk going at Draisaitl, I think that even like fueled the fire a little bit more. Because like after that, man, the men's just went on a tear after that. Like, let's see, and then we'll go on. Germany plays France in the first playoff and beats them 5-1. Switzerland beats Italy 3-0. Czechia beats Denmark 3-2, and then Sweden beat Latvia 5-1. So then you have Slovakia versus Germany, and this was the only game that was not decided in overtime for the quarterfinal. Slovakia beat Germany 6-2. And then all these games were fantastic. You were on the edge of your seat almost the whole game. Czechia was beating Canada, and we had a big controversial goal in this one. I don't know if you heard about this or not. So at the time,
six players on the ice.
The 6 players on the ice for a full minute and didn't get called. Yeah. So Czechia, when they went up 3-2, had 6 men on the ice. And I believe Jeff Merrick's even said, and this is one thing I love about listening to Jeff Merrick. He has a mind that's different from other hockey podcasters. And he was like, I wonder if the Czechia coach purposely sent out more players to celebrate on the ice so it wasn't as noticeable.
Possibly. I got an update on Daddy Kachuk.
Okay.
Winnipeg Jets, then the Arizona Coyotes, and then St. Louis Blues. That was in 2001. Atlanta Thrashers, and then went back to the St. Louis Blues. So my whole Philadelphia thing is thrown out in the wind.
So I was right and you were wrong, is what you're telling me.
If you want to say that, that's fine. Go ahead.
And I will say that. Cheers.
Yeah. Okay.
As I drink my black coffee. All right. But Canada ties up Czechia late. We go into overtime, and I can tell you this: I was not expecting Mitch Marner to score a backhanded winner at that time. I mean, there was nothing Dostal can do. It was just, I mean, I don't think anyone is expecting a shot there, let alone Dostal. And it was 3-on-1, Marner against 3 Czechia players. But like I said, I was shocked, and and Mitch Marner put it in the net, and then we move on. It sucks for Czechia, though.
I expected more from Czechia than we got. That was a great game. They played that game great, but they did not perform as well as I thought they would. Because I mean, we're getting some very high quality NHL players, including Lukáš Dostal, in the NHL. There are quite a few players.
Yeah,
and didn't they win?
They won the Worlds not last year, but the year before that in Czechia. But they also lost a very big player. Pavel Zacha got hurt just before the tournament, so they lost him.
Yeah, he's Boston Bruin.
Yeah, the Boston Bruin. The thing about Czechia was their big players didn't play well until that game against Canada.
Yeah.
Like Pasternak wasn't doing well. Hurdle wasn't doing well. Hronek, Gudis. I heard Gudis was not good until that Canada game. What I heard was Dostal was just he was Dostal the whole tournament.
Gudas put the hit on Sidney Crosby that had him leave the game.
Yeah. So like I said, Czechia, I did expect more from them. They were my dark horse team that I picked, but like I said, but they played Canada, and at least they played a lot better game this time than the first game. So but we'll move on. And then another and then we had Finland versus Switzerland in another game where Switzerland was up 2-0, and Finland comes back and ties it. Let's see if I can pull it up right now. Let's see. So yeah, you had Switzerland scoring at 14-14 and then 15-26. So just over a minute apart. And then Aho scores at 53-54. And then Miro Heiskanen ties it up at 15-48 to tie it up. And then we go into overtime. And then Arturi Lehkonen scores the game winner in overtime for Finland. And Finland
Colorado Rockies or Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
And then we move on to Sweden, where the United States was winning 1-0 the whole game. And then Sweden ties it up with about 2 minutes left, I believe. Let's see, I could look it up. 58-29. And then the one thing I love about this overtime is Quinn Hughes is a dog. He looks like he's either bored or high 100% of the time, but when he's on the ice, he's a beast. He was supposed to come off the ice. He told Sullivan, he's like, no, I'm staying on. He got the puck and then put the puck in the back of the net, and we beat Sweden 2-1. It was great. So
yeah.
Do you have the Olympic thing up or not?
No, I don't.
Can you?
You're
pull
doing
it up?
a great.
Well, pull it up just because I gotta fix something on my computer real quick. Mom's saying Mom says I'm lagging a little bit, so I'm gonna try something different real quick.
Okay, let me
just take over for the Canada-Finland.
Hold on a second. I got to get it up first.
Well, hurry up and get. I'm not gonna say that. Nope, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, don't be dirty.
I'm always though. You know what's weird is we haven't heard anything from Adam today.
Maybe he's got a game.
Yeah, that's true. I put the thing is on the notes.
Yeah, I know, but I want it on my computer so it's like I can see it better.
Oh.
So
you can have the notes on your computer too, right?
Yeah, I always have issues with that.
I know I've been having issues with it too, but it's just a lot easier to read. So, all right. Well, while I'm waiting for you, I'll start the game,
okay,
and then you can take over. It won't take me long to fix what I need to fix, anyways. So, all right. So Mikko Rantanen gets a scoring start in this game at the 16:55 mark, and then Erik Haula. Oh, and that Mikko Rantanen was a power play goal, and it was a very quick power play goal. Literally face off and shot goal, like that quick. And then Erik Haula scored shorthanded for Finland and took a 2-0 lead. But then Sam Ryan.
Are we talking what day?
It is yesterday.
Friday?
Yes.
Well, we had 2 games.
Finland and Canada.
Okay, I'm pulling that up right now.
So just talk about start from the Reinhardt goal. Well, I like I said, I'll be like 2 minutes, hopefully. I'll be right back.
I'm just trying to get this where I get all that information. Oh, here we go. Sorry, people. I'm working on it. You said Reinhardt goal? Okay, from the Reinhardt goal. There we go.
You still haven't started.
Well, I was trying to get to where the Reinhardt goal was. And you did that with McCarr and McDavid getting the assists.
I don't even see the assist thing.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if I click on it, it might.
That made it 2-1, 2-1 Finland.
Yes.
And that was in the second period.
Yep, and then we start the third period.
Yeah. Come on.
All right, well, in the third period at the 50-34 mark, Shea and Theodore equal strength tied it up 2-2. Travis Sanheim and Tom Wilson get the assist on that one. And then so that ties it up. And then at the 59-24 mark, I didn't like the power play. I didn't like the penalty. I didn't like the call. I think it was very soft and McKinnon sold it, but it is what it is now. It was a high sticking. Like I said, it wasn't very. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't like it. But Nathan McKinnon on the power play scores at the 59-24 mark. You had McDavid and Celebrini with the assist. And that put him up 3-2 with 35 seconds left. And then Kapokako at 50. How does that happen? A power play goal. Oh, that's right. And they thought it was an offside goal. So they thought it was offside. They challenged it. I mean, you might as well challenge it if you can. But I will say it was 50-50. Like, I can see why they challenged it. Celebrini was very close to being offside. It was literally like pixel by pixel, you could tell. But yeah, so they lost the challenge. They had to go shorthanded for delaying the game. They still pulled the goalie, but then they couldn't score with the 35 seconds left. So Canada goes on, heads to gold, and they await the winner of USA and Slovakia.
Yes, sir.
And then let's see. I guess Slovakia just doesn't like to play in close games, I guess. So now we go to United States and Slovakia. And Dylan Larkin gets the scoring started at the 4:19 mark. Assist from Zach Rowinski and Tage Thompson. And then at the 19:19 mark on the power play, Tage Thompson gets the goal from Jack Eichel and Quinn Hughes. And it was 2-0 going into the first period. And then let's see.
Going into the second period.
Yes, that's what I meant. So going into the second period. And then Jack Hughes, what a play this was by Jack Hughes. It goes in the middle and just snipes it top corner, makes it 3-0 at the 32-14 mark. And Zach Rowinski with the assist. And then 21 seconds later, Jack Eichel scores to make it 4-0 at 32-33 mark. The Tkachuk brothers with the assist on that one.
Yeah, you forgot the assist from Boldy on Hughes' goal.
No, it just says Zach Rowinski.
I got Zach Rowinski was the primary, Boldy was the secondary.
Oh, on the Olympic thing, it just says Zach Rowinski.
Okay.
Oh well. And then Let's see. No, sorry. You're looking at the wrong goal. I'm talking on the third goal, Dad. Jack Hughes, just Zach Werenski. On the fifth goal
Oh,
that
okay.
Jack Hughes scored, yes, Zach Werenski
Okay.
and Matt
I
Boldy
meant
got
the
it.
wrong one. I got you.
Yes. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, I'm looking right here.
Yeah, I know. It goes up instead of down.
Yes.
That threw
And
me
then,
off. So
yeah, Kevin says Finland must be coached by Hiller by the way they sat back with the lead. Yeah, as soon as they got that lead, I was like, oh my God, we're going to see boring hockey from Finland from here on out. And yeah, we did. So the USA, I was about to say the Ducks go up 5-0 going into the third. USA is up 5-0 going into the third period. And then at the 44-55 mark, Uri Slavkovsky scores to make it 5-1. But then Brady Tkachuk scores and makes it 6-1 at the 50-52 mark. Trocheck and Hanifin with assist on this one. And then Duck legend Pavel Regenda scores it at the 53-17 mark to make it 6-2. And then we had a fighting major. Cernak and Matthew Tkachuk get kicked out. And then also Brady Tkachuk got kicked out at the same time too. So we had three total ejections, 2 by USA. Hopefully there's no suspensions, but I haven't heard anything. And if I was Olympics, I wouldn't be doing that anyways, because then you're just going to ruin the gold medal game. So USA beat Slovakia 6-2 in the semifinals, and now we will see a rematch of, I believe, 2010. Was it 20? I can't remember in 2014 if they played together or not, against each other or not. Let's see, 2014 hockey Olympics. I can't remember. Canada. Oh yeah, Canada beat Sweden 3. Okay, that's right. I don't know why I thought it was. Yeah, so in 2010 was the last time USA and Canada faced off against each other in the gold medal game.
it's
So
been 45 years since USA has won gold in the Olympics.
hold on, I'm gonna get to that. So today at 11:40, so in about right now it's almost 11 o'clock. So in 40 minutes, we're gonna see the Slovakia versus Finland. Who you think's winning the bronze?
Finland.
I'm gonna go Slovakia. I think they're gonna surprise us.
Yeah, Pavel Reganda. He was one of their better players.
Yeah, I was excited when the Ducks got him.
I just don't.
But he just never could make it up with the Ducks and stay up.
So why doesn't he stick when he can play against the best in the world and look that good?
Because this is like a soccer thing, I think too, where some players are just better at playing international than they are club.
Oh, I was going to ask you before we go on. Have you ever seen the Omega? What was it? I was watching Omega. It was USA, Spain, and the world. And it's in a circle. There's a goalie and I think 3 players on each team, but they can go score against any of the 3 teams. I mean, obviously USA is not going to score against in their own goal. But it's like Omega Soccer. I can't remember the name of it. I turned it on just because the Olympics was repeating earlier today. And just before I came on, I was watching this Omega thing. I just thought something you would know.
Huh.
It was fun to watch.
I've never heard of it till now, so I'm kind of intrigued.
Well, look it up.
Okay. Well, I'll look it up. Let's finish this. Okay, so you have Finland. I picked Slovakia. I'm just going for the underdog on that one, really. And then tomorrow, all right, everyone that loves to sleep in and wants to watch this game, you're either sleeping in or watching the game. You're not getting either one. This game starts at 5:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here and like here's what Kevin says. Some players just step up in big time and find another level for their country for some reason. See, all right. So Kevin, you're a soccer guy too, because you and I talked because your podcast, you guys talked about like the FIFA game. A player that I always know as a big like they were good for their club, but they were better for their country is Ted, you might remember his name. Diego Forlan. He played for Uruguay.
Mm.
In that, I want to say it was a 2010 World Cup. He had like the most goals and stuff like that. But he always stepped up big for the country. But he was not like a standout. Yeah. See, yeah, Forlan at the 2010 World Cup was a legendary performance. No, I agree. He had that one like sick like sidekick goal and stuff like that. That's just what I've noticed, especially on the soccer end, is just some players just play better for their country than they do with their club. Like it's weird. Like I mean, they're still playing professionally, but they just seem to play better for their country.
Yeah, well, maybe that's Reganda then.
Yeah, I mean, Regenda's not bad. He's playing with the San Jose Sharks now, I believe. So I don't know if that's if he's like a top player there or not, but I don't really think so because it's just Celebrini and that's it there.
I don't think so. They got Toffoli there.
Yeah, they got Toffoli, Orlov, Will Smith.
Right.
Oh,
They've got
they got a
they got
decent team there.
They have it. Yeah. Going to be scary.
In
They
the
keep getting
future,
better.
scary. Yes.
Future scary.
All right. So tomorrow, USA Canada gold medal. I'm waking up early for this. I'm not excited about waking up early, but I'm waking up early.
I can't watch the whole game.
Do you want me to text you updates?
No, I might get up at 5:10 to start watching it though.
Okay. I know, like, because like, so yesterday I was listening to the Canada-Finland game on my phone, and my buddy was in. So remember where the Patriots hockey had their golf tournament in that
Yeah.
area, and you know how there's like no cell service up there whatsoever.
Yeah.
So normally I'm in that area, but I was in wine country doing my route, and my buddy Tyler, who's been really big into the hockey since Four Nations, and well, he's just a big USA kind of guy, anyways. He's let's just say his two favorite players are the Kachuk brothers. And I know in that area he doesn't get service, so he wasn't able to like listen or watch the game. But I know like there's certain areas where you'll get like service. So I would just send him text updates like, oh, Finland's up 1-0. Finland's up 2-0. I'm like, oh, Canada just scored 2-1. And then he called me. He's like, bro, you're saving me right now by texting me updates. And I was like, oh, I knew you were in the area. I knew you wouldn't have service. I knew you'd get the text messages randomly. So he's like, nope, you're good. Just keep doing it. So, and then he actually spoiled the women's gold medal game because I was like in an area where I took my my little like 15-minute break, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna just park, take my 15 minutes, and watch the at least like the ending of the third period, and I'm watching it, and my buddy calls me right before USA scores. He's like, "Yeah, USA!" I was like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, he's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, I'm like, "It's still 1-0 Canada." He's like, "Oh shit!" And he just hung up. And then he's like, "My bad." And then I push play, and literally Hiller and it, like right after I hit play, they shoot and they tie it up.
Yeah, that was a great goal.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was just fun and stuff like that. So I don't know if my buddy's going to be up at 5:10 that day or not, but um, I plan on waking up early. I'm not excited about it, but I'll definitely be taking a nap later. So yeah. So who are you predicting to win in this one?
I was waiting for you to ask.
I have to.
I'm a homer. I'm gonna tell you that right. USA. Who do I think has a better team? I think Canada does.
Yeah. Now It's funny, like how Finland and Canada each technically didn't have their captains in that game because Barkov would have been the captain of Finland. He wasn't playing, and Sidney Crosby didn't play for Canada.
Yeah. That's a big loss for Finland.
Yeah,
I
100%.
mean, two-time Stanley Cup winner.
Yeah, and a shutdown guy.
Yeah. You're talking about probably the best at it? Yeah, way to go, Kevin. I'm gonna go USA just because 45 years, it's been too long. You know?
No, I and funny thing is, the day they USA beat USR, the Soviet Union was also on February 22nd.
That was 1980. So I was 22 years old when that happened.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Mikko Rantanen was injured in the third period of the Finland-Canada game yesterday and will not play today versus Slovakia. And that's per Elliot Friedman.
Ooh, that probably changes the tide right there.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going Slovakia on that one.
Well, it's okay. I haven't been the best guy at predicting anything here lately, anyways.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, Slovakia just seems to do pretty well. So, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. All right, I'm gonna go for USA Canada. Get Al Michaels on the call, and USA wins 100%. And the mom says, "I was in high school. Where was I in 1980?"
Yeah, it was mom's senior year.
That was mom's senior year.
Yeah.
Wow.
We met like 6 months later.
Hmm.
Wow.
Wow. I'm gonna say USA. Now, give me a score prediction.
4-3.
4-3. Overtime or regulation?
Overtime.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 5-3 USA, and I'm gonna say there's an empty netter.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Quinn Hughes gets the empty netter.
So who do you think is gonna be at the opening face-off?
I mean, if
for Canada, just who do you think is gonna be at that opening face-off?
okay, that's a good question. Just because they're saying like McKinnon's probably hurt too.
Really?
They're saying that he got hurt. They think he got hurt with that France play, I believe it was.
Because I mean,
Like a minor injury.
if I was USA and they put out McDavid and he's at the opening face-off, I I would take my fourth line center, put him out there, and see if he could egg him into a fight. Then they're both gone, and you got rid of the guy who kills USA, Connor McDavid.
Okay, well, who's fighting again?
Connor McDavid, opening faceoff. Probably won't be him. It'd probably be McKinnon. I think he's a better faceoff guy than McDavid is. But just say McDavid's out there. You put your fourth line center out, whoever that is. Have him get in a fight with McDavid. Get them both kicked out. And I mean, that gives us a huge advantage. You take out McDavid is just a special player. I mean, who scored the game winner in the Four Nations?
McJesus.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, you want to win, you can do that kind of situation, and it's not cheating, but
Yeah.
you have to get him to throw a punch too.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be smarter than that and wouldn't do it, so it probably wouldn't work. I mean, remember Four Nations when they played in pool play, 3 fights in what, 9 seconds?
Yeah. So there is no fighting in Olympic hockey. So I don't think there's going to be any fights because if you fight, you're ejected.
Well, see,
So
that's where you egg your worst player against their best player, and if you can get it to go, you've now got an advantage. I just
yeah.
don't know if anybody's gonna play that way. But obviously, in the Four Nations, that wasn't the case. It was more like the NHL rules. They just got 5-minute majors. They're all in the box. But, USA was telling them, we're out here to win in that Four Nations. I know
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do it in a different way. I mean, because I think we're much better in goal than they are. I think our defense is better, but their forwards are, I think, far superior to ours.
Yeah.
You got McDavid, you got McKinnon. I mean, jeez. It
I
just
mean,
goes on and on.
I will say I think our defense is better.
I said that.
No, I'm sorry, I'm agreeing. Like Slavin, Faber together, good defensive pair. Hannafin's good on the defensive end. Who's the other? You have Hughes and McAvoy, and then Rowinski and oh god, who's the other guy? Or am I drawing a blank?
It's not Farley, is it?
No, Harley's Canadian.
Harley. What? Oh,
He's
is he?
Canadian. Oh god, who's the other USA defender? Oh boy, it's bugging me. I can't remember his name at the top of my head. Sanderson. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. It is Sanderson. Yeah, Jake Sanderson. Yes. Now, okay, and I do have one gripe about this Olympics. And actually, something we haven't even gone over on our end. All of our players on our teams that are how they've done in the Olympics.
Oh, you did have that in the notes.
Yes. I hate that Jackson Lacombe hasn't played at any games. Like he could have easily played against either Denmark or Latvia. Like I just wanted him to at least get into one game minimum. But it sucks that I probably won't be able to unless there's an injury, which I mean I hope there's no injuries on our end just to see Lacombe play. But I really would have liked to see Lacombe at least get some playing time.
Yeah, well, Kemper hasn't played at all either.
Well, goalies are I would say a little different.
Okay, so
Ottinger hasn't seen any ice either.
Yeah, out of the 3 well, there's a reason why Ottinger hasn't. Out of the 3 goalies, who had the worst stats going into the game
For
Canada?
Oh, Bennington.
Definitely had the worst stats.
By far.
By far. Who had the best stats?
Best stats for Canada?
Yeah.
Thompson.
Right. Who had the second best stats?
Oh,
Kemper.
gee, I wonder who.
I mean,
McDavid.
Yet we had the guy with the best stats and second best stats, and Thompson played 1 game that I remember.
Yeah, and they said he didn't look that good either.
Well, yeah, but if you got this kind of quality players, I would have at least given Kemper a game. one game.
At least Lacombe will
And
get
I
to suit up
agree
for the
with you.
medal ceremony. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
true.
mean, Lacombe could have played a game. I mean, maybe this is his okay. In 4 years, you're going to be one of the guys. I mean, it's really hard because he's kind of more of an offensive defenseman than he is a defensive defenseman. He's like Rzinski. He's like Hughes. You're not going to take either one of them out of the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, right now, I think Rzinski, it might be the favorite for the Norris Trophy. He's had another great season.
Yeah, Rowinski's my Norris pick, but no, like I said, I just wish Lacombe would have got like at least one game.
Yeah,
As a that's
and
all. I'm not asking him like why isn't he playing every game. I knew he wasn't going to be the main person and stuff like that, but it would have been nice to see him at least play one game.
yeah. I mean, you had two goalies play quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, Damian Clara, he was 0-4 and 0. What, 118 saves?
All right, so yeah, Damian Clara. I mean, but Damian Clara was on the worst team. He probably looked the best. I mean, I can tell you this on every different hockey podcast I was listening to was praising Damian Clara.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all right, we'll go over the stats real quick. Damon Clara was 0 wins, 4 losses, no overtimes, 22 goals against, shots faced 118 but 96 saves, a save percentage of 814. But then again, when you're seeing that many shots in 4 games, that's ridiculous. It's like almost 40 shots a game. And I think he was hurt.
Actually, that's 30 shots a game.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
4 times 30.
Yeah. My math wasn't mathing. Yep.
Yeah.
And the goals against average of 5.5, which is not good.
But you're talking also a team that wasn't as talented as all the other teams.
100%.
So that those are inflated stats for the way he played.
Yes. And we're talking about someone that had 46 saves. It didn't play the full game. He had 46 saves against Sweden.
Yeah.
So that's half of his saves pretty much right there. Lukas Ståhlstål was 1-3-0, 14 goals against, faced 123 shots, saved 109, save percentage of 886, and a goals against average of 338.
And again, Czechia
struggled.
They struggled.
Yeah. Yeah, and then here Kevin said, Clara looked great. Tough to stand out when you're losing that badly, but he did himself proud. And a lot of people are saying like should teams try to trade for Clara now? Which, I mean, looks good for the Ducks end, which they could probably use Clara in a trade package now and get someone.
Yeah, obviously going to the Olympics has upped his value.
Yeah, I think it really has. Ratko Gudas, 5 games, 0 goals, 1 assist for 1 point, was a +1, 17 hits, 11 block shots, 10 penalties in minutes, and averaged 18 and 30 seconds time on ice.
And took out Sid the Kid.
As we said before, Jackson Lacombe, 0 stats. Mikhail Granlund, this is before the bronze medal game. 6 games played, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points, +3. 14 shots on goal, a 51 faceoff percentage, and an average time of 19:45 on ice.
Yeah, I always like him. I've had him on many of my fantasy teams in years past. He's a good player.
Yes.
And he's one of the guys you just, you don't hear any bad news about.
Yes, and I like the pickup that the Ducks got with him.
He's been
looking a lot better.
I would have loved to pick him up. He would have been a great player for us.
Yeah. And then your Kings players?
Yeah, well, Darcy Kemper, obviously 0 games played. And unless for some reason they let him play against USA. It's not going to happen. They're going to have Bennington out there because he plays pretty good in big games. Drew Doughty, 4 games played, 0 goals, 1 assist, 1 point. He's a +3. Adrian Kempe for Sweden, 5 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, 1 power play goal, 4 penalty minutes, and 15 shots on goal. And here's the surprising guy for me, Joel Armia. I mean, I just thought he was a defensive specialist, but this he played 3 games. He had 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, was a +4, 2 penalty minutes. I mean, that's outstanding numbers. That's a point a game. And Kevin Fiala played in 1 game, got hurt, and he's out probably for the season. There is a minute possibility he might play in the playoffs. But, that's a tragic thing. I mean, I guess his leg was broke in more than one place. Yeah, agreed, Kevin. He's one of those guys like we were talking about that's better for their country.
Yeah. What Kevin says, is Bennington another one of those guys that's better for their country?
Absolutely he is.
Yeah. I mean, we saw in 4 Nations, like, he struggled. He let in the 1 bad goal and stuff like that. But when time was tough,
he made a lot of big saves too.
Yes.
So, but it would have been nice to see, especially in the early part, when you're playing a team that's not as good, that you could let a guy play.
Yeah.
Let him go. What would hurt to put Lacombe in for a game, especially when they were playing like Latvia,
or even Denmark.
I mean, why not? I mean, you put them on the team, they get to go over, they get a medal, but you want to play. I've been on a team where I wasn't always getting to play, and it's no fun.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah.
But all right, well, do we have anything else that we want to talk about while we're on here?
I don't think so.
So after tomorrow, the trade freeze is over, by the way. So we can start seeing trades. On Monday, we can start seeing trades because the trade deadline is March 6th, I believe.
Yeah, which is 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yes. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. The Ducks have 5 games before the trade deadline. You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys also have 5.
Oh, wow, Kevin. On this day in 2018, the Kings traded Darcy Kemper for Scott Wedgwood and Tobias Reeder. Wedgwood being a King is something I remember.
It's not something I remember.
Not something
I
don't remember that either.
Where did you find this? Was that on Cap Wages or Puckpedia?
Interesting. Curious. I had no idea that Wedgwood was ever a King.
I didn't know that either. It must have never played. I don't think, was he up with the team, or was he just always in the AHL?
I don't think he was up with the team. He might have been a young player at that time.
Actually, that'd be a good one to look up. Was this one
at Kingstorian on Twitter? They posted this. I remember Tobias Reeder.
Kingstorian. Okay. Let's see. 2018. It doesn't say anything about him being with the Kings.
He didn't have to be on the roster.
Let's see. Okay, here it is. Traded by the Arizona Coyotes with Tobias Reeder to the LA Kings for Darcy Kemper. Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Great info, Kev. Thanks. I had no clue that happened. And I have Wedgwood on my fantasy team too.
Wow. I did not know that either.
It's gonna be. I have to get back used to doing something with my hockey team again. It's been like
I know. I'm
2 weeks
so bad at
of
it.
freedom.
I've been so bad at it. It's like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like, oh crap! I forgot to set my lineups.
I've had a week like that, but I got lucky and still won. So
good for you. But yeah. So Kevin, who's your prediction for Canada USA tomorrow? Or everyone in the chat, put it. Even if you're on the audio side, I know on Spotify you can leave comments. YouTube, you guys can leave comments. Put in the comments who do you think is going to win, unless it's already by. If it's already passed, then don't do it. USA 3-0 all the way.
Go Kevin!
That's awesome.
Go Kevin!
Yeah,
I like it.
Love to see I'd love to see a shutout because I think it would look good for Connor Hellenbuck. But at the same time, and this is me being a little picky, is if Connor Hellenbuck gets a shutout in the gold medal game, and the Ducks play him later this week, at the end of the week on Friday, I'm kind of scared for that now. He's going to be on a heater. Mom says 6-5 USA.
Wow. That would be an exciting game. High scoring.
Mm-hmm. Now, Kevin, is yours just 3-0 or is it like a 2-0 with an empty netter at the end? And then, Mom, is yours going into overtime or just regulation? I'm just curious. It's good questions.
Shall we play the Jeopardy theme while we wait for the answers?
I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube. I don't think we can play that.
I could hum it.
Be careful with the humming. Just saying.
I'm done.
Okay. Done.
Done.
All right. Well, while we're getting the responses, I guess I'll knock out the stuff. And by the way, you telling the Peanut or the Padres story on Top Fan Rivalry.
Yeah.
Which as soon as you said, "Oh, me and Cody went to," I'm like, "Oh crap, he's gonna tell the story."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god."
Mom said overtime.
Okay. I as soon as I was like, and you're like, you even put on there, like, I don't know if Cody. I'm like, I've heard that story more than most stories.
It was fun.
And I don't remember anything.
It was back when you were actually cute. Everybody around us. You were eating everybody's food. And
nothing's changed.
I kept trying to pull you back and they go, "Oh, it's okay. You can have some." I mean, they were so nice. The only disappointment for me that night is Tony Gwynn didn't play.
Yeah, I remember you saying that on the pod.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard it, go to topfanrivalry.com and you can listen to my dad on that. It was like last month or earlier this month.
Last month, I think.
Yeah, but
somewhere in January. I can't remember the date anymore because there's just too much in life going on.
But I always say Bill is great over there at Top Fan Rivalry.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen him, he's usually on the Halos on the Network live shows when we do the watch parties. He was
Halos in the infield.
Fun. Did I say outfield?
No, you said something else.
I saw that. I thought I said Halos in the infield.
No, but it's okay. You did now.
All right. Halos in the Infield Network, and he's always on there with Todd and me. I think me and him were talking together at the watch party. It was me and Bill. Bill's great. I
was with Todd, and he was great.
Todd's good.
That was a lot of fun, and they just let us go.
Yeah,
and we were talking about hockey more than we were watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate it.
I knew you and Bill would get along. Bill was great. I just want to shout out that, by the way. Yeah. I finally caught up on podcasts and stuff like that, so I wanted to listen to that one. But yeah, just go to topfanrivalry.com. I believe it is.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, great. Bill's
big,
great.
Big King fan.
Yeah.
Guys, so
What baseball team is he? Is he an Angels fan or Dodgers?
I don't remember now.
Oh,
we talked baseball, just general in baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys talked more about baseball than anything, and then the Rocky story.
Yeah,
when we were in
well, he loved it
Colorado.
when I said he goes, "Who's your favorite team?" I
The
go,
California
"The
Angels,
California
yeah.
Angels." He goes, "Oh, I love that." I go, "This Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim."
They're the Anaheim Angels to me. I can't say Los Angeles Angels. It just does.
Well,
It
they
doesn't
were the
feel right.
California Angels before they were the Anaheim Angels.
Well, in my time, they were Anaheim Angels. In my time.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm gonna name them.
All right. Well, let's roll this up and get us out.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to Royally Quacked. This is episode 101. Thank you for being here. If you liked what you were seeing or hearing, please leave us a rating and review on Apple and Spotify, or like the video on YouTube. You can do that as well, and don't forget to hit the download button, hit the subscribe button on YouTube and audio. You can follow us at Royally Quacked on all social media. Like I said, we're all over on podcasts, Amazon, iHeart, Apple, Spotify. There's Good Pods. There's so many different podcasts. Overcast. Tell your family and friends about us. We may have some extra shows coming up really soon. Just giving you guys a heads up on that. So be on the lookout for that. And then we may have some changes coming up too, like good changes for us. So we'll keep you guys updated on everything when the time comes. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we do have at least 2 interviews. We're doing 2 interviews, and then we're also going on another show together. But I'll be posting that on social media, so you guys will be updated whenever that stuff happens. So
perfect.
Yeah, but anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
Let's get back to Kings then Ducks hockey. Go Kings, go!
And let's go Ducks. We'll see you next week.
A father and son, a bond so strong, talking hockey all day long. Royally Quacked, their podcast show, sharing stories, highs and lows.